Hey Leo, welcome to your mid-September reading. Thank you for being here today. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's see what your present situation entails. And I also wanted to mention, please take what resonates and leave the rest. It is a general reading. All the info for private readings, etc. is found down below in the description box. So your present situation is the loving man. It's a very good one to have. You guys always get crazy love readings. What about the causes of conflicts and obstacles? Fear. So fear seems to be the only thing holding you back at this time. Dark thoughts fell on the floor with deception. So your fear and your dark thoughts are deceiving you right now. And shortly we'll get to the deception card. We'll clarify it just to make sure it's not a physical person or situation, okay? But that's common. And it might be because this loving man's coming in with his like heart on his sleeve here, all the light shining down with roses, and you don't trust it at all. So let's see what changes need to be made in order to face these challenges right here. What changes does Leo need to make to face these obstacles? It's usually a sign to flip. Families on the bottom and playing it safe. So if fears kept you in a safe place, Leo, they're saying like they're probably going to bring a tower on you, or they're trying to bring it to your attention that some changes need to be made. What changes need to be made? Good grief, I've never had such a hard time getting cards out before. Professional assistance and great gratitude. So not only do I think you'll have to approach this from a different perspective, but you might actually have to get somebody's help with this. We'll clarify that too. It could just be a counselor, some type of assistance. For some of you, I think it's going to be a divorce attorney. I hate to say that, but I think you're ready. If I'm saying that about you, you're ready for that. Long overdue. So what strengths does Leo have at this time? Whoa, I'm not going to take those. That fell out too much. And that was playing it safe too. Taking steps, playing it safe, and family. Interesting. So some of you might need to get your family in a row, your ducks in a row, and behind a mask at the bottom. Also with family. Strengths, please. Happy success. And for me, that's like a positive mindset. It's also that like things just kind of seem to work out, Leo. Sometimes it takes longer than expected and you might have to go the long route to get there. But all in all, I think you sort of try to surround yourself with people that are going to ensure that you have success in your life. And maybe the only problem here is whatever this deception is. Peace and letting go. So you're also pretty good or getting good, or at least have the strength to let go of things that no longer serve you, and you have peace with that. And honestly, that combination for people, and especially in the spiritual realm, that's hard to do. It's really hard to let something go that you care and love and have peace with that. So good job. What about other challenges? Great achievement. In the challenge perspective, it might feel like, it feels kind of like you think you could not be good enough, or if you go down a different road, you won't be as successful. The loving woman and the loving man shut the front door. I told you guys all the time, you get this stuff. And so now that this came out, it's almost like if you listen to your heart, you feel like you won't have the level of success or stability, and or probably both for some of you out there, that you have right now. So what's the final outcome? Final outcome, new supportive connections. I like that. So if there's anybody and deserving, you're getting what you deserve in the form of a person, place, or thing. The new supportive people will help you get that person, place, or thing. Let's see here. What does the loving man entail for Leo? The divine masculine. Guys, I'm serious. The current situation is you might be at a stalemate with the person that truly holds your heart. Because statue is stalemate, stubbornness, afraid of change. So this masculine energy, and keep in mind, it's not about gender. We both have both of those within us. This masculine energy, which I'm thinking is a male since it's, you know, kind of done there twice, is scared of change for some reason. Why is the statue card here? The Wheel of Fortune. He's just going to, and Judgment. Oh my goodness, guys. Seriously. And Temperance. I mean, is this stuff coming through? I can't believe this stuff. He is scared to make the steps, to take the steps needed to make this choice to come forward. But he really does want to work through this connection, work on this connection. I don't know that you know this, though. How does Leo, what's Leo's perspective of this loving man in the current situation? I think the Knight of Wands also flipped over. We've got the Nine of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So he could have been very back and forth energetically with you in the past. There could have been a runner chaser dynamic, or it could have just been energetic, like love bombing one day, kind of crumbing you the next. And it didn't meet your expectations, but also I think with time you've come to kind of expect this from this person. Or maybe that was a past situation and you're projecting onto this person, but I don't know. Because, I mean, this person feels very trapped and stuck within their situation. And that could just be their energy with the statue here. So what about dark thoughts, fear, and deception as far as what the obstacle is here? Winds of change. Changes are coming or changes are needed. With the scales. Something was done to you. Somebody deceived you in some way that it has kind of really made you second guess your intuition or your heart going forward. Let's see where these dark thoughts come from. What are these dark thoughts, fear, all of this stuff? All right, so it's left you maybe feeling a little sense of hopelessness, at odds, sunken hopes. But look at this, guys. You have the epiphany with the angel. So your guides, your angels are sitting there trying to get you to realize this is sudden realizations of truth and divinely guided thoughts or ideas. What the answer to this question is. Like there's no reason to have all of that fear. And then we have the defense card, which is typically the ball is in their court. I don't know. I think there might be some deception with that. Why is the defense card here, please? Runner, chaser dynamic. So really, both of you guys are kind of at a standstill because no one wants to make the first move. And then we also have fire extinguisher, which is stagnant love, dying passions, or roommate dynamic. So someone here might be scared of love because they're worried, like, what happens when we settle in? What happens when all the newness is there? Or what happens when you decide that the newness is gone? Are you going to bolt? Lots of fear here around love. Why is defense here? Well, that's a start. We'll start with those. Ace of Swords. There's a moment of truth and clarity. So that's now referencing 2 moments of truth and clarity. 2 justices here. It's a totally mirrored energy. And 6 of Pentacles, balance. All of this deception, fear, thoughts, it's for naught. It's the only thing in your way. And then there's this Ace of Swords. What does this Ace of Swords say? There's some truth about this broken heart and how someone carried themselves moving forward. And then the Fool tried to fall out. So maybe how everything happened, once it's seen from a different perspective, or someone has, since this is collective, there's a lot of different stories going on here. But once someone has the guts to get past this fear and dark thoughts and this past deception and stop running. I mean, good grief. This is looking beautiful. Let's see what professional assistance and great gratitude entail. All right, guys. Yeah, that's what I thought. Remember how I said you might have to talk to somebody? Because we got here holding on to past events and or relationships, baggage. So there's no shame in seeking support for your mental health. You know, if anything, I think we don't think about it enough. And we're taught by society that we're just supposed to brush it off and move on. And when your heart is broken and your heart is connected to something that was traumatic to you, you know, sometimes you need professional assistance. Look at that. Heart is at the bottom of the deck again. Ignoring big issues and heavy burdens. So don't be, got spirit chills there. Don't be scared. Don't let fear get in your way, and there's that roommate dynamic again. So some of you are in a relationship now and it has just become this fire extinguisher. You might just need to go to counseling or a therapist to kind of spice it back up. There's a lot of good things here with the great gratitude card. Let me get this deck out and see. What about professional assistance and great gratitude with baggage and fire extinguisher? And I'm also getting that fire extinguisher, like metaphorically, to put out this past flame from this baggage and this heartbreak that just keeps carrying over. All right, so the changes needed is really to not run away. No more running, chasing dynamic here. Face your fears. Seven of Swords is also a very common self-sabotage card. And if you're not doing that, the person you're dealing with might be. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like we are bringing this to you. If you can tap in, if you can get whatever assistance, be it through a spiritual healer or, you know, an MD one. Look at this. King of Wands, Queen of Cups. There's passion and love. The most passion and the most love in the entire deck. But there's going to have to be some changes. It specifically states there's going to have to be some changes. And there's also no shame in letting go. See, letting go, peace, and the strength. So if you see this, if that's your truth, they're saying you will have success and peace if you let go. This is going to make you stronger. And not only that, like you're going to be standing in your power. So what about the strengths? This letting go, peace, and happy success. Yep, see? Remember what I said about like the self-sabotage? So, and here we have deception again. Trickery, deception, the fox with the ancestors. Maybe whatever you went through when you felt this deception and trauma made you feel like you were abandoned by your guides. I mean, that happens to everybody. It doesn't mean that you know, fell off your spiritual path or whatever. You could have even felt tricked by the signs or syncs that you were seeing or what you were led to believe. But I feel more it's like they're trying to help you not step on your own toes here. What else to add to this letting go? Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man. So something you've been working on a while. Eight of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So now you have the Ace of Swords twice. Something that you've been on the fence about, you've been very guarded surrounding, and put a lot of work, effort into. There's a moment of clarity here. There's a moment of clarity here, and you're going to be able to see everything for how it is. Have peace with letting go of whatever trauma. I'm still not convinced it's definitely not the loving man, because he's not deceptive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it feels very past-ish. And look at that, the ancestors at the bottom. I had a double deck going on here. So let's see the other challenges with the loving woman and the great achievement. Oh, look at this. So now I'm looking at this from a totally different vantage point. So this loving woman has been so in Swords energy, which is so bizarre given that this is a fire sign reading. But, you know, I'm a Virgo in 5 different placements. I'm organized, and I love facts and information and clarifying everything. Other than that, I don't even fit the mold. So there is a great achievement in this. If you're able to close out this cycle. Excuse me, I got too excited there. Because we have the tribe card, finding your home, bonding, soul tribe. It's like finally getting in touch and merging that feminine and masculine within, and your swords energy with your cups energy within. And it's like the perfect package. It almost feels like it's like one of your big life paths, like life achievements in some sort, the Hierophant. So your way of looking at commitment might have changed, because in the past, maybe you were on the fence. We got the Hangman here about commitment. With the Empress and the Queen of Wands. It's really merging those things together, guys, and like getting your groove back, standing in your power, being committed to your new life and love. So what is this soul tribe, this tribe, finding their home? What does home mean for the Leo? So we got the Devil energy. Could be dealing with the Capricorn. But I feel more so that since it's in the challenges area, it's like, what is restricting? 5 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. That's all that's in the way. Your own mind, outside parties maybe being deceptive, all these restrictions. And this blue fly, for some reason, is just now making itself known to me on this card. And I've had this deck for like 4 or 5 years now. And flies are so annoying, right? Like they just won't get out of your ear, won't get out of your face. Like you can swat them away, they come back. And that's kind of like your guide sitting there saying, hey, you've known about this for a while now, I feel. I'm going to pull this deck out too. See if we can add anything else to this. The 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So that's coming to terms with anything that you might have to lose for your ultimate happiness. That's for some of you. For others of you, it's you've got to get in touch with this loving woman, with whoever your feminine energy was before someone left you out in the cold and like ran away, ghosted, financially bankrupt you, whatever it is. Like that's time to close out, because they have so much good stuff trying to come in, and you are deserving. I mean, look, that's the next card for the outcome. So what about deserving and new supportive connections? And look at this. You've got the Epiphany again. It's going to come quite suddenly. And you've got the ancestors again. So this is divinely guided with the Heart card. Deep love, unconditional love, the colleague, and hot air balloon. So that's release and higher perspective, right? With the colleague card, some of you that you might work with this person, that's going to be a supportive connection, could be a partnership going forward. For others of you, I feel like it's just co-create with spirit. Like they've already given you all the tools you need. It's just that these little obstacles right here that have to go. So what else to add? Let's see why that colleague is here. 3 of Cups, King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 2 4s here with the 4 of Cups. So that's definitely something that all of these burdens, this load that you're carrying, the weight of everybody else, making everybody else happy, like that's coming to a close. And I think that there's actually, with the 4 of Cups here and the 4 of Pentacles, there's been a couple of times, and the 3 of Cups, that maybe the universe presented this to you and you didn't take it up on it. You held back. And now it's coming back for like a final shebang, so to speak. Okay, guys. Well, let's get a final advice card. I hope that you like this reading. If it resonated, please find me on TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. I'd love to see you. And personal readings are only available through Etsy, so don't get scammed on that. Final advice for Leo. Dragonfly Spirit Change. That came out in some reading recently. That's your advice. And the number 12 might be significant as well. And they're just basically saying like something's going to have to change. They've made that abundantly clear. I don't see a tower, so that's awesome. I think with all of these swords and all these epiphanies, you're going to come to that conclusion on your own, and you have everything you need to get there. So thank you, Leo. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Positive vibes. Take care.